Hi there, I'm Joe Turso, one of the founders and co-creators of the HivePoint Group and Hive AI. A lot of people ask us, why the hive? Why are we so obsessed with hives and bees? So the entire context of this platform, this Hive AI platform, is that it centers around you, and in this case, the queen bee, to orchestrate and have all of your cloud connectors, all your data connectors, all of your AI apps, and all of your agentic agents be controlled around you, as opposed to you having all these separate interactions. Similar to the queen of a hive, our policy aware context orchestrator says all of my AI models come into me, all of my data connectors come into me, and I don't have to send my information out to them. And this is built on 6 pillars: a universal token system. So you have one subscription, one token system for any AI model that we're using, any application, AI based application that you're using, any data connector traffic that you're using, whether you're creating pictures or talking to your line of business app, one token. The next model is the multiple models. So we want to give you access to Gemini, to OpenAI, to Anthropic, to XAI, to DeepSeek, to Mistral, and all their AI models that they have in one interface, one subscription. So now you're not having to manage multiple subscriptions and multiple token policies. And then a centralized hub. This is the context and awareness about you in a centralized place, so that it is stored securely, and your AI models can then leverage all the information about your chat, your history, whatever, to make your interactions more personal. Then train once. Because we have this context orchestrator, you're not training Claude, you're not training ChatGPT. You're not training Gemini Flash. It knows you and your history. Hey, let's give me an image based on this product, or grab the branding from here, or give me my P&L statement, or customer agreement worth, because it knows all of your data connectors and it knows all of your history. It doesn't have to send that out, and you don't have to reteach it. And then, of course, natural language. We want to be able to use normal language via text or voice to interact with all these AI models. And of course, security. So not only have we built enterprise grade security, we've given the users or the business, the company, to get more granular keywords, specific policies, firewall features, anything that we need, we've put in there to meet compliance and regulations. Um, Normally, it's PCI, HIPAA, SOC. We're using SIS 18. We're working on NIST. We're hitting GBLA. We're hitting Sarbanes-Oxley. This is the MVP is the beta release that we're using right now. However, it is roadmap before the full product gets released. So with these 6 pillars and the Hive concept, we believe this platform can help simplify your personal use or your business use of AI, and leverage AI intelligence into your environment by allowing you to deploy applications quickly, or agents quickly, within your organization, to fill gaps of enhancing the human and helping them with their day-to-day task or repetitive task or things that need deep analysis. So this is why we have the Hive, and these are the 6 pillars. I'm just going to give you the quick overview on this video of what the desktop looks like, and of course, following videos will be about individual features. So first and foremost, we have local logins. This is generally for consumer base that do not use Microsoft or Google, or we have Google SSO and Microsoft SSO, and we are working on Entra ID integration. For users and groups and that level of control. So, of course, not of course, but I'm using my Microsoft ID. So I pick up my account, I go ahead and log in, and of course, I get to the desktop. So this is the desktop, and I've tried to make it as much as, let's see if I can do. There we go. I've tried to make it look as easy as possible, or so it's more self-guided. Obviously, you have your chat box where you can interact. Here are the model selectors and the models that we have available that you can use. And here are current features of here's your last chat history. Um, this is called deep mode. So without deep mode, you're only pulling the content from the last 15 chats. This is for speed, but if you click that button, it's pulling all your chats. So Chatbox is pretty fun and flexible. Here you have your different inputs. Um, uh, Down here is home, which would take you to this page. You can search for your applications, or I have an application menu for those people who are admins. You can see how we have granular level dashboards, so you can control just about every aspect of your company. We're starting to roll out now applications inside of it. So DocuChat allows you to connect a OneDrive, a Dropbox, a Google Drive, SharePoint, and be able to kind of browse through it or just search. You use this same chat box and say, hey, give me a summary of this document, or do I have a document based on this, or find the document that says SOP whatever. So this allows you to interact with whatever documentation you have. And again, this MVP beta is going to be read-only. So it's designed to prove a concept that you can search and interact with your data. We also have Inbox Buddy. So this will connect to your Microsoft Outlook or your Gmail. Those are the only two right now, and it will auto-categorize, or you can self-categorize. It'll apply your persona, your personality of professional, casual, analytical, whatever your profile type is of communication style based on the content to automatically draft replies based on that content. And then, of course, you'll see your regular inbox, your folder hierarchy down below. So it is a good inbox management tool. And of course, we get personalization where you can create your own themes. And then we're building out creative tools. So Pixelbee right now is just a simple image creator and image editor. We have a roadmap of trying to release an app every 2 weeks throughout the beta process so that we can make this more robust, such as using Google AI Studio and embedding it in here, coding platforms, so you can not just only build, but you can combine 3 or 4 AIs together to get the creative aspect, for the graphics. You can image aspects. You can create reasonings for deep coding, and then there's the check and balance of an AI architect that's overseeing everything and is working with you. So again, you're controlling it. There's no limit to the type of AI applications you can build and integrate in here yourself. I don't know if you saw it, but I do have an API connector, so we're building this thing out. Was built that you point to the API documentation. And if you need login information, you put it in there. It'll generate an input form for you to simplify that connection and then add it to either your platform, or you can pick from the available list of applications that we've connected, such as ConnectWise Manage, such as QuickBooks Online, and the list grows. And then you'll just get a form base where you put in your specific company information, and it auto connects and makes it available to you. This is going to be that flexible on-off toggle for when you purchase or add on free connectors to make them instantly available. Here you see the drive interface. So we have cloud storage, as you see, and you can just interact with your data. We have data connectors. This is where you'll find the list of applications that we add as we add them. And you'll be able to just select it and turn it on. Here is AI.U. Now, this is one of the key features that's individual based as well as company based. So there will be control of private and public. We'll change the name from public to internal. So say I'm in the sales department, I can choose to share certain data just with sales, or I keep it private. So you have your personal preferences. Right now, we're just talking about your voice preferences. Your honeycomb is that you have your Hive storage, so things that you create and keep in the Hive, such as images, videos, documents, so they're not in your local file. These are just things you want to use quickly. So like I have different backgrounds that I use. Or your cloud storage, you can manage all your cloud connectors, and then your chats. And here we have a list of all the chats that you've had and your organizational folders. You have the option to add folders, find duplicate chats, and then little Buddy B. I love Buddy B because then he'll go through all of your chats and say, hey, this one should be over here, this one should be over here. Now, again, the MVP is beta, so you see stuff like this: business operations, and finance. So I would say, hey, let's combine all these, and we're working, and we appreciate all the feedback. One nice feature is import chats. So if you have chat history, such as GPT or Claude or something, export it into an HTML file or whatever format they export in, and then you can import it here, so you lose none of your history. You can take all of your chats with you. And then AI.me. Every night, it indexes your application usage, your email usage, your cloud storage usage, your chats, and it builds this profile of you. And this helps create an education of what is my digital persona, and it allows you to not just, hey, this is private, don't index or don't include it, or I could include everything. And it builds this analytical model of you, so it can reply back to your emails and sound like you. It can help the AI models talk back to you in the way that you're used to. Like I have a certain country style about me, or I have a professional style when I'm doing consulting. But you can also put in what you feel you are. So like I have a certain style guide that I use. And again, if you want to have a nickname, it'll call you nicknames. But you can say, this is what I feel I am. And just it'll create a document, and you just put it all in here and what you want. And it'll run your analytics. It'll start getting more confident. And anything above a 90% is we're pretty good. It'll list out a bunch of facts. Right now, the facts are just chats or based on documents that you're using, and then build out the categories that it thinks that are best fit you. So the AI.me, the context profile, is accumulation of all the usage that you have. Let's get back to the desktop. And of course, we have regular system preferences and the AI store. The AI store, which is be at another time, allows you to purchase your plans, purchase your tokens. Now, plans come with a certain amount of tokens. I think like the entry level plan is $49, and it comes with 500,000 tokens. That gives you ample, based on standard usage of a mix of creating images, creating text IO, and just doing general stuff. Of course, the different models have different consumptions, and the different tasks have different consumptions. And one of the things we're working on before general release is say, hey, based on this task, this is going to be your tokens consumption. And the Hive Universal Token or HUT. Please forgive me for my acronyms. You'll just see that token consumption based on what you're doing. So this is kind of it. I have obviously bug reporting up, not obviously, but I have bug reporting. I have a knowledge base. I have a Git help, and up here is my login, and you sign in, sign out, and then we have notifications. If you're somebody sends a notification, like if there's a system-wide notification or company-wide notifications, we have a notifications dashboard. You'll see it up here. So this is it. This is the beginning of our universal token and multi-model AI platform. We're going to build on it. The applications will provide first, and we're going to have third-party apps, AI-based apps available for sale, all in the store.gohive.ai. So I appreciate you watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the Hive.